invite our interviewers. We have our two sisters joining us. We have our two sisters. Kindly join us here. So let's celebrate them. Let's celebrate them. So the idea here is to empower young people every session. So in the morning you saw 2 different cases, and this is the another 2 different cases. You are welcome. Yes, you are welcome. Test the microphone and see if you are working. So media team, kindly work on the microphone for us so that it can be very sound. Now we have 2 very important people on this panel discussion. They are very resource people, and they are the only people we can use at this moment for this particular topic. And the topic we are going to treat is the UMC, the United Methodist Church. The role of the youth in the church. It is our expectation that we know more about the church, know more about the structure of the church, and anything that we need to know as young people. It is also our desire to know things that we are supposed to be doing as youth in the church, and some of the opportunities that we can jump on as young people in the United Methodist Church. Is that not a good topic? Is that not a good topic? Let's celebrate for that. I want to say that one of the planners is Reverend Kennedy. Reverend Kennedy. He's a married man. He's married to one wife, of course. Only one. A very beautiful one, of course. And have 4 kids. He always said he has 4 children. Only. Okay. He is the servant of God, ordained minister in the United Methodist Church, and he is the dean of superintendent for Migori District. He is the director of connectional ministries. And volunteers in visiting program in Kenya, Ethiopia, and one conference. Wow! Let's celebrate this man. Let's celebrate this man. Let's celebrate this man. Reverend has been serving as a Reverend minister in United Methodist for 27 years. How many of you have been 27 years? How many of us have been 27 years? How many of us have been 27? I've been 27. Oh, you have been very good of us. Let's celebrate our people and celebrate the power of God. The next person we have on this panel discussion is our own pastor, our father. Some of us are supervisor, some of us are director, some of us are father. Reverend for he serves in the Trinity United Methodist Church here, so this is his sanctuary. He is the dean, he is the superintendent of NAIVASHA City, the West District. He is also the dean of superintendent. Let's celebrate the I think he is when you are in an area, they will call it the petty issue. Because he does the next to the issue. So he is the representative of issues. In fact, he is issues. Let's celebrate that. We have to ask all the questions, please. If you don't have any questions, take your AI and download the questions for them because they are experienced. Reverend has been serving in the United Methodist Church for 27 good years. Let's rise on our feet.
Good evening, everyone. Good afternoon. Welcome again to another program of our panel presentation. We are here with our fathers, and we are going to give them a chance to bring their presentation to us before we present our questions to you. You're most welcome. My name is Ada Alindo, and I'm your panelist for this evening. Welcome.
Thank you. Good evening. Is it afternoon? Good afternoon? Is it afternoon? Is it evening? When does evening start? When does afternoon end? So, my name is, like I was introduced, Reverend Paul Adeli. In fact, I also needed to brag a bit. Before I joined United Methodist, where I have served for 27 years, I served in my previous church that brought me up for 25 years. So I have done ministry for 50. So as I have seen the young people grow, I have always served with the young people. I have served in the Sunday school. And most I have served with the young people. When I go to the ministry in the elderly, that is now where we call the bishops, the big men, the seniors, the accountants. That is where I get trouble. But when I'm with the young people, I know I'm at home. Of course, my experience has also allowed me to be able to handle ministry with the elderly or ministry with the old people. This is because, apart from my theological training, because I've trained in theology, Bible theology, and masters in Bible theology, I also did my first degree was in counseling psychology. So I'm a professional counseling psychologist. I did my degree with secular school, the Keeper University. Therefore, most of the times we talk about pastoral counseling. Well, I did pastoral counseling, but that was way back in 1990. When we were addressing issues to deal with HIV and AIDS. So the first time HIV and AIDS was announced in Kenya, I was among the first people who were trained in the clergy. And we were trained across the board in order to go and handle the issues on the ground. When I joined United Methodist, the first thing the United Methodist did was to train me as a missionary in Kitwe, Zambia. Kitwe, the Canadian sector. Then I came back to my country and have been studying here for all those years. As I discussed about the youth, we have had youth ministry, especially with our late Bishop John Porichika from Burundi, who died back in 2005. And we took him back to Burundi, where we buried him. In Burundi, the youth ministry is very, very strong. It's not just the youth, as we call them in our region, but they also have they have scouts, because scouting is one of the major programs in the United Methodist Church. So we should look broader beyond just calling ourselves youth. Youth have more ministries than just the name that we give ourselves. And I think my passion here, or my desire, is to be able to see our young people go beyond. We need to look beyond the scope. We need to widen the scope of just meeting as a youth, presenting yourself in the church as a youth, but as the theme today defines us, we are supposed to be, we are already empowered to lead. So youth are leaders. One of my many meetings in the US, especially in the General Conference, I went as an official delegate. The first time I went as an official delegate from Kenya was back in 2004. That was in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And then I have consequently gone like 3 more times as an official delegate. And youth in America, where our church is very strong, play a very huge role when they speak with authority. It's not like here where we ask, are we going to allow the youth to be in our committee, even in church, local church, parish committees. It's not many young people who are allowed to sit in those committees. Well, because we don't trust. So before you ask questions, I think you need to understand that. Why don't you trust us? Okay. I'm doing that as a general term because I think that is how Africans look at young people. And sometimes young people are always looked at as instruments of war. And we need them to fight the other opponent. So young people are used very much. Now to say this because my brother has more also to add. I think a few things that defines United Youth in the United Methodist. And one of these, I'll just read the topics, and then you can pick them if you can. And if there is any question amongst what I'm going to just present, we'll bring it during the questions. One of the roles is spiritual growth and discipleship. Spiritual growth and discipleship. Well, we have the key scripture from 1 Timothy 4:12. Let no one despise you or despise you. The next one is leadership in the church. I think that is one most critical, most fought for being a leader in the church. You are elected in the church, but that is enough. They have been elected, we don't see them after that. And we need them to be seen even after they have been elected. The third law is mission, service, and community engagement. Fourth is social transformation and advocacy. So youth, we want to see you. Someone asked yesterday or a few days when we had another group of youth here, how many of you have their IDs? A number of them raise their hands. And then how many of you have their SIM cards. Because you are not only supposed to be used to go into the streets, but you are also supposed to be used, or used, not used, but you are also supposed to use your weapon. Your weapon should not only be the TikTok, but your other big weapon is the vote, making decision in the nation, but also voting in the church. How many of you remain in the church when the pastor or the leader of the church says, "Naleo kanisa tunabaki baada ya saa nane"? You are so busy. Your president here is very busy with calls all over. I know you have no notice, but that is when important matters are being. That is when important matters are being discussed in the church, and the youth are not there. They are not practicing songs for standing. Are you hearing me? So how many of you go when the pastor says, "Leo tunabaki baada ya kanisa"? Pastor is street, and then you want to be empowered to act. You lose the seconds. Number 5, innovation, creativity, and technology. I've seen that happen here very well with Nicholas, and I like it. I've seen that happen very well on church. Strengthening Nicholas on church, and I like the one connection. I've seen that happen very well on church. You miss the one connection, I like the one connection. I've seen that happen very well on church. You miss the one connection, I like the one connection. I've seen that happen. And you have the connection direct here. If you miss the one connection, I like the one connection. And you have the connection direct. But if you miss the one connection, I like the one connection. And you have the connection direct. But when you miss the one connection, I like the one connection. And you have the connection direct. But when you miss the one connection, I like the one connection. And you have the connection direct. But when you miss the one connection, and you have the connection direct. But when you miss the one connection, and you have the connection direct. But when you miss the one connection, and you have the connection direct. But when you miss the one